This new game is rivaling Call of Duty. This one looks absolutely insane. This game has been in development for years, this one is a AAA spin-off, and this game is trying to completely take over the Steam store. Every year, new free PC games come out, and 2023 is really no exception. So I've spent the last week compiling the new, upcoming free-to-play games you need to play. This is Undercover Dudes, and these are the top 15 new upcoming free-to-play games of 2023. So let's get straight into it. Starting out today is the Division Heartland, a multiplayer shooter set as a standalone adventure in the Division universe. In this game, you play as a trained Division agent tasked with protecting a small town, directly tying into the timeline. From the short trailer, the gameplay looks extremely similar to the previous Division games, which is awesome. The graphics look awesome too, and hopefully that translates in-game to complete the whole package. Currently, closed betas are in progress, but a release date has not been announced. Check it out on PC and all major consoles. Next today is HypeSquad, the upcoming fast-paced close quarters combat title heading the next generation of S4 League or Guns-like games, focusing on skill-based dueling. This is highlighted as you can personalize your combat style with unique weapon combinations and augmenters to really show off your skill. Another big element of this game is the large group of heroes to choose from, and this in conjunction with the vast array of melee and ranged weapons gives heaps of variety, adding to the appeal of HypeSquad. Matchmaking wise, you can squad up in groups of 3 in a 20 squad battle, so up to 60 players per match, which is quite a lot. Release date wise, there is nothing concrete so far, but it will be sometime in 2023. Blue Protocol is by far one of the most hyped free-to-play games of the last few years, an MMORPG being made by Bandai Namco that simply looks incredible. The first thing you see is the insanely good anime-style graphics featuring a fantastic level of detail, not only for the environments but also the vast array of characters. This goes hand in hand with the action-packed gameplay which looks easy to pick up but no doubt has the depth needed to foster a hardcore community. As always, there will be deep character customization and team play, but other than that, we're a bit in the dark. To top it off, Blue Protocol's release has actually been confirmed for the second half of 2023 for the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. The first kart game today is KartRider Drift, Nexon's free-to-play attempt to rival Mario Kart. The gameplay in Drift looks impressive, easy to pick up, but it also features quite in-depth and competitive mechanics. This is via the speed game mode, which features precise controls, advanced drifting, no items, and more skilled gameplay. Overall, a super interesting addition to the game. Add on top of this the deep kart customization, and it seems like KartRider Drift is for both casual and hardcore racer fans. Now graphically, KartRider Drift looks fantastic. Yes, it is running on the Unreal 4 engine, but it's bright, colourful and detailed, which is reflected in the moderately high system specs. Release date, crazily it is actually being confirmed. Try it out on the 12th of January 2023. Nexon really is trying to blitz the free-to-play world in 2023, as they're releasing another game in the First Descendant, a third-person cooperative action RPG shooter. Story-wise, it's pretty loose. You're a descendant and you fight the invaders, but what the game truly brings is not only the gameplay but the graphics, which are simply ridiculously good. It's being powered by the Unreal Engine 5 and the detail is there. Now gameplay-wise, it looks amazing too. A third-person shooter structure with deep role-playing game elements such as character customization of guns, accessories, and sub-weapons. Moving a step back, there are various characters to choose from with different skills and styles, perfect for the 4-player co-op between friends. Release date wise, all we know is early 2023. The next addition to the card game genre is Warhammer 40k Warpforge, a game that brings together all the major factions of the Warhammer 40k universe as digital cards. Focus on fast-paced skirmishes, Warpforge doesn't stride too far from your classic gameplay seen in Hearthstone and the such, but it does promise single-player campaigns, competitive multiplayer modes, and also alliance wars, which is an interesting concept. It also brings a visual element with awesome art and background graphics, but that doesn't affect the system specs all that much, as all you need is 2 gigs of RAM. For a release date, it's set to release sometime in 2023. We don't have much more info than that. Next today is a game called Operation Harsh Doorstop, an upcoming Patreon-funded free-to-play tactical shooter head by YouTuber BlueDrake42. I've featured this game a few times in the last year, and for good reason. It has super solid gameplay and decent graphics, but more importantly, it's attempting to go head to head against Battlefield and other AAA games by truly listening to the community. The gameplay itself is bolstered by detailed maps, tons of content, and awesome looking graphics, rounding out the package. Currently, there is a single player only demo, but the release date has actually been confirmed for the 16th of February 2023. Get keen. A sneaky addition to this list is Warlander, a free-to-play multiplayer game that has come out of nowhere. On the surface, Warlander seems like another medieval game, but it also adds in mages, fantasy items, abilities, and robots into a unique but definitely weird combination. With a focus on squad play and battlefield control, there is a big element of strategy, but that doesn't seem to detract from the straight up crazy combat featuring up to 100 players. The devs further describe the gameplay as a combination of MOBA team fighting, knockout gameplay of battle royales, and third person hack and slash, which seems very weird but very interesting to me. Currently, Warlander is in the closed beta phase, but a release is slated for sometime in 2023. Next today is Tom Clancy's XDefiant, an upcoming fast-paced arena first-person shooter from gaming giants Ubisoft. Part generic shooter, part hero shooter, XDefiant focuses on different factions called Defiants, which all have unique looks and more importantly, unique abilities. For example, the Wolves are tanks and have a walking shield dome, the Cleaners are assault focus and have a flamethrower, so on and so on. This in combination with the loadout system where you choose your weapons, attachments, grenades, etc. give a good degree of customization and is the industry standard. Graphically it looks decent and the gameplay looks okay too. It's a bit hard to be super excited for what seems to be another arena shooter, but fingers crossed it's good. Release date wise, all we've got is a coming soon. Expect it in early to mid 2023. Next on today's list is My Hero Ultra Rumble, a 24-player battle royale game focused on the hit anime series. This game doesn't stray too far from the battle royale formula. You pick your favorite character, team up with up to 2 other people, drop in, collect items, and try to win the match. Graphically, this game looks like a joy. It's got that classic anime style mixed with bright and vibrant environments to visually pull everything together. Gameplay wise, we have limited footage, but it seems to be a combo focused melee brawler, quite different from most out there. System spec wise, we have no info and betas are just getting started. Look forward to it in very late 2023. Next up today is Veiled Experts, a strategic action third-person shooter being developed and published by, of course, Nexon. Gameplay-wise, it borrows heavily from the Rogue Company formula, with it being search and destroy taken to the next level. This can be seen not only by the cast of agents you can choose from, but also the round-by-round buying system where you can purchase weapons, tech tree advancements, and tactical items. Beyond this, Veiled Experts has your standard set of third-person shooter movement, including rolling, vaulting, climbing, and hanging, all of which can be incorporated while shooting for dynamic combat. A new factor to the equation though is the dynamically changing battlefields, as throughout the match you can encounter unexpected sandstorms, sea fog, buildings being destroyed, bridges collapsing, and much more. Overall, it seems decent, but we'll have to see when it comes out sometime in 2023. By far, one of the most hyped games on this list is Disney Speedstorm, a hero-based combat racing game set on the circuits inspired by Disney and Pixar worlds. In a direct attempt to rival Mario Kart, Speedstorm features a huge cast of characters including Captain Jack Sparrow, Mulan, Mickey Mouse, Sully, and more. Each has unique skills that can sway the race, and you're also able to upgrade their stats, and they're a really crucial part to the game. Gameplay wise, it looks amazing. Fast paced, high quality kart racing with drifting and advanced driving mechanics. This in conjunction with the fantastic graphics and high level of detail which you can see in the characters and also the racetracks is an awesome combination. Release date wise, we will know it will be coming out sometime in 2023, but an official date is not out yet. Personally, one of the most exciting upcoming free-to-play games of 2023 is KartRider, a cooperative third-person shooter being developed by former DICE members. This game is described as a reimagined shooter, and that's for good reason. You need to work with your squad in an intense struggle to push back the onslaught of Ark. The gameplay looks insane. It's focused on large-scale battles against huge mechs with tons of weapons. It's different and definitely not your typical point-and-shoot title. Graphically, KartRider looks insane too, a step above the standard and makes me more excited to finally check this game out. Release date wise, all we know is that it's been delayed to 2023, no solid dates yet. A game that has came out of nowhere is The Finals, a free-to-play first-person shooter that is incredibly ambitious. The core concept is you're on a game show called The Finals, and you fight in arenas that earn cash and prestige. The interesting part about this though is that the arenas are based on real world locations, but they can be altered, exploited, and completely destroyed thanks to the insane environmental destruction. This ties in with the game not trying to be a typical shooter. In Call of Duty and all those type of games, you go and shoot, you'll do it again and again and again. But with The Finals, it seems more about absolutely destroying your environment and thinking up different ways of going to take out your enemies. Overall, I'm super excited for The Finals and I can't wait to try it out. We know the closed alpha started in September 2022, so fingers crossed for a late 2023 release. Next is Path of Exile 2, the huge expansion, the Path of Exile that will change everything. Introducing a completely new campaign storyline consisting of 7 acts and an overhaul of many of the game's core features, Path of Exile 2 seems amazing. Look forward to it sometime in 2023.